championship game. We do have our rivalry game with NC State left to go undefeated regular season, finish at 10-2, have a chance to move up the rankings, possibly not miss the playoffs even if I lose. Exciting.
This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the NC State Wolfpack. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Guys?
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tar Heels offense will be first on the attack. And you'll remember the last time these two clashed, it wound up being a tight one right to the finish.
And you know it's always going to be emotional, David. There's so much trash talking in rivalry games like this. These two teams, these two fan bases absolutely hate each other, and they let each other know about it all game long, even before the game.
And that's what makes it so much fun to cover. Who can manage their emotions, not get those dumb penalties, like be really locked in, dialed in, not let all the outside noise affect their play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Play is halted momentarily as the training staff is out to check on an injured member of the Wolfpack. Trainers out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it Silver. Face the grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, it's Flanagan. There he goes. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked at the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And now on second down for this offense. He wants to throw it. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Breaks the tackle. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 15. Seven-yard line. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. He now has 62 yards rushing in this game, and he's on his way to a 1,400-yard season. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Rush is on. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Silver. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. First play of this drive. Working that wide receiver screen. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Got it. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps it going. On the move, he fires. Out wide left, it's Keys. Breaks free, and he might be gone. with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Hits inside, it's Sharp. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grab behind the line, it's Sharp. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Silver. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a move. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Riggs. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Line getting set on second down. The give to the lone running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Might as well give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, gonna throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he'll hop it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, NC State!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. On the run, it's Flanagan. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Quarterback keeper. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of...
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. That's reeled in. It's low. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Turning it on. The 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and they'll move the chains for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Right side, it's Cousins. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna run it. It's Riggs. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They want to throw it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the single back. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
That it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Dropping back, it's Silver. Hauls it in. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback keeps it. Got a little grass. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Timeout called by NC State. That's their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, UNC! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. RPO complete to open the drive. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He's got an open man. First catch of the season for this highly talented wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Fresh center downs going to the air. Look out! And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Making the adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Silver. Left side is Lone. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Snapped on 4th down. He's going to take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the #1 thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jess, is taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riggs. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the middle. Got his man. There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. The short hands. It's low. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. New set of downs after the completion. They're going back to the ground. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Silver. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of that one.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. got to make the play on fourth. The quick game. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff to the lone back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Play is halted momentarily as the training staff is out to check on an injured member of the Wolfpack. On the ground, it's Flanagan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jason. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Finds his target. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Riggs. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Sells to fake. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Catch is made at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, North Carolina. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. He did that one by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Number 96, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Running inside, it's Riggs. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it to him again. Breaks into the open. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35?
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hits the hole. It's Riggs. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down.
I'll tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Second down to the air. Lets it fly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The throw to the outside is complete. Looking for room at the 30. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Run in the red zone. It's Riggs. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to pass. Lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out the game.
He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they've made it a 1-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. A run for the quarterback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Just 1 for 3 on 4th down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. First down here, and what a ride this season has been. Just thrilling action everywhere. Close game to finish off the regular season in this one here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Pass to 6. He now has 91 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Buys time to his left. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Turning it on. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it. It's Flanagan. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting 1st downs, running the...
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the NC State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has it with really good field position. The give as they work on that clock. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Sets his feet. It's Silver. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback changing the play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, UNC! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got his man downfield. All out of space. He's at the touchdown, Wolfpack. Once he got some room, it was over.
And really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, falls right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Finds a crease, it's Wood. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense will stop the clock. 2:04 remaining. They'll have the 2-minute timeout coming as well. The handoff. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Out wide left, it's Keys. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives like that.
Pulls it in on the right. Off to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The North Carolina offense offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that.